Hello, I am Eduardo. I'm going to practice English languages with this topic, how to stay motivated in life. I am aware that I don't give a lot of value with my videos. This is just for me to practice on a personal level. Although some people might find this beneficial for them because they see someone who is practicing, who is struggling as they are struggling, and maybe that creates more empathy towards people, and people will feel identified with me, and there is a connection that is built with these videos. Maybe, I don't know, but the main idea in these videos is just to practice. I want to practice English, French, languages. And I am a teacher of languages, and this is just a way to teach myself and to see that I am not perfect and I am in the same path as all of my students, as people in general. I am a human being who is always trying to do something interesting. And this is the topic for today, the theme for today, and I am going to talk about this, how to stay motivated in life. Because nowadays this is a very important thing to think, and we are going to analyze the concept, the idea of motivation, what it really means to be motivated in life. Yes, I'm going to start. So why is it sorry, it is okay. Why is it important to think about this? Why do you think that some people find this important? Well, actually it depends on the person. Some people don't need to think about this, maybe. Some people do need to think about this because, for instance, me, myself, I am someone who is prone to fall into anxiety, into uncertainty, into depression sometimes, into melancholy, and I need to motivate myself to do things. I need to remind myself that I have a long-term objective, so I can go on with life, because sometimes life is hard. Life is hard for a lot of people, and I just need to think about this in a more, maybe in a deeper way. Yes. Um, for this, it is very important to be abstract because motivation it is a very abstract thing. And yeah, we are going to continue with the next one. What is motivation? So the first idea that I have in mind is that motivation is just a temporary feeling, and it is completely right. It is like drinking caffeine. I drink caffeine and then I am motivated to do something for 2 or 3 hours, but then that motivation falls. There is something very paradoxical with motivation, very counterintuitive. It is counterintuitive because in order to feel motivated, I need to remain in a state where motivation is not necessary. I know it sounds paradoxical, but this is not possible. It is not possible to remain in a state of caffeine motivation all the time. Sometimes I will feel tired and it doesn't matter what I do. So that is a definition of motivation. It is a feeling, it is a temporary feeling, like caffeine, 2 or 3 hours long, no more. And then maybe there is another definition of motivation, and it is just a feeling of peace of mind in something that you are doing, a feeling of continuing despite difficult times. Maybe motivation is related to discipline. If you are a disciplined person, if you like discipline, you will like motivation, because discipline and motivation are two things that are related, are deeply connected. So motivation for me is discipline. Motivation is the feeling of doing things despite the fact, in spite of the fact that you are not motivated. That is why it is completely counterintuitive and paradoxical. So you are not motivated and then you do things in spite of that, and then you are motivated. That is the weird thing about it. So now we are going to be more practical, because before we were dealing with a lot of abstract theory and ideas. So 5 concrete and specific objectives for the day. Yeah, this is a thing that I apply to myself. Whenever I wake up, I need to have 5 objectives, just 5 objectives in different fields which are connected. And there are 5 objectives with results, with something concrete at the end. For instance, I don't tell myself I'm going to run, I'm going to do a sport. I tell myself I'm going to run 2 kilometers and I'm going to write 2 pages about the sport that I do. I don't tell myself, for instance, I'm going to write poetry. No, I tell myself I need to write 2 poems. 2 poems. I need to write 200 words minimum. For instance, I don't say I'm going to speak in English. Just that is not possible. But it is very interesting to say just I'm going to create a video where I speak in English, because that is something concrete, specific, physical, and my brain works in a better way whenever there is something concrete. There is a result which is specific at the end of the day. So, for instance, an objective, 1 video in English, another objective, 1 video in Chinese, another objective. To write 2 pages about this particular field. For instance, I am learning also programming skills, and I don't tell myself I'm going to learn program, because that is very abstract. I don't know what I'm going to do if I tell myself something very general. I tell myself I'm going to write 2 pages about how to learn programming, because that is more physical, that is more specific. And yes, we're going to continue then. Conclusions. Oh, this is the end. So conclusions, actually, this presentation is for myself. This is something that works for me. On the one hand, motivation is disciplined. I don't need to feel motivated all the time, because that is no longer possible. And then on the second hand, I need to have concrete and specific objectives for the day, because my brain works better with that. For instance, as you see, I create a video in English every day, and that is very, very good for me. So I don't know if someone is looking at this video, is watching this video. If you are watching this video, well, thank you. I don't have anything more to say. I'll see you later in another video. Bye bye.